Okay. You don't think it's too small, do you? The size of your bouquet is just right, Noah. I'm sure your date will love it. I am, though, curious about the composition. I think the tradition goes they should all be red roses. Yeah, but the other ones are summer roses. I see. I'm certain Ruby will love it, then. Thanks. And speaking of roses... single rose? For me? Considering you won't be able to experience the dance as we will, I thought you know. Thanks, Noah. Partner, your date is here. Heard that. Mind letting her in while I finish with this? Ugh, I can't believe I'm putting on eyeshadow. Out of the pitfalls of makeup. It's probably her version of tying a tie. Well, at least she's not wearing a tie. Hey, you're Noah, aren't you? What? Well, oh my god. Nice to see you face to face, finally, and thanks for the treat. Well, nice to treat. What treat? The look of complete and utter confusion on your face when faced with me in a suit. I always loved it. Oh, I didn't mean to... I clean up nicely, I know. And yet, once you reach the waist, you're like, wait a minute, those are some pretty womanly hips. Fear not, you're not the first, and you won't be the last. Especially in the ballroom filled with 18-year-olds. If you say so. Sorry for the wait, Miss Lavender. Believe it or not, I'm not exactly an expert in applying... See what I mean? Yeah, I see what you mean. Gosh, I mean... Okay, now I see what you meant by the old suit. Huh? Yeah. Anyway, as tradition would have it... Oh my, those look wonderful. Thanks. I'll put them in a vase, and then we can go. Partner, what's with that reaction? Sure, we still got a bit of time, so maybe you could show me around. It'll be my pleasure. Be right there. First time you see this side of her? Kinda. I mean, she's never had time or opportunity to... I see. Well, I'll make sure to show her a good time then. Please do. She deserves it, especially after what I put us through lately. Now, if those flowers are any indication, you got somewhere to be yourself, don't you? Yeah. Wish me luck. I would, but I don't think you'll need it. Okay. Have a nice evening. You seem like a nice guy, and you're kind of handsome. You'll be fine as long as you don't say anything stupid. Also, I know that's Evelyn's desk behind her, but is that the fucking doll from Stitch on the desk? Hold up. I know someone who watched Stitch a lot. She'll probably know. Hey, how much of Stitch did you watch? Like, how many times did you watch it? Well, I just wanted to confirm something. Does that? I just wanted to confirm something. Does this look like the freaking ugly-looking doll thing that Leo had? The thing on the desk?
Yeah.
Thank you, because I needed to confirm that. So that is basically the doll from Lilo and Stitch. Okay, there's another reference in there. I'll open a window at some point, but actually I can do it now. After this part. Oh, how do I look honest? You look amazing. We did a great job. Really? The choker does not do much? Nonsense. It looks good. You have a great intuition. I see. Yang? My little sister is all grown up. Yang? Oh, you think this is bad? Just wait until Dad sees the pictures. But, you mean there's going to be someone documenting? He's here. What? What do I do? You go open the door, of course. Go get him. Hi. Hi. I'm a bit early. It's okay, I just finished getting ready. I see. These are for you. Oh, they're beautiful. You shouldn't have. They're not strawberries, but I thought you liked them. I guess it's safe bet that I like red roses. Are these summer roses? Let me put these away then. You can go. Sure. Oh, no you don't. Dang, what? Pictures, remember? Hold on to those flowers. And an arm around my sister, Noah. Oh, okay. Good. Now a big smile. I sure wish there was an actual CG picture for this, but Dad is going to flip. Okay, give me those and go already. We got all the we got places to be. And oh, and Ruby, remember. Yeah, not before midnight. Good girl. What was that last part about? A present, she says, but I can't open the envelope till midnight. I see. Sorry if I hurt you. You're not, I swear. You're not used to these shoes yet, huh? Not at all, so apologies in advance, because I've seen that set of stairs and I'll probably claw at your arms as we go down it. You don't have long enough nails for that, Rubes. Now if you started biting me, can you imagine that? Yang would have let up with teething phase jokes for months. You mean she isn't already after what happened on the grass field? She's generous. I didn't exactly tell her about that. Oh, no, you don't. I didn't say anything. I could recognize mischief in people's eyes, boyfriend. Don't you dare tell Yang. Or what, you're gonna bite me again? Maybe. Oh, God. Crow was supposed to be there, I think. That's why it was... I bet that scene wasn't supposed to be empty. Well, I didn't expect all these people. I mean, it's not that many considering how many people there are in the first place in second years, but still, who would have thought there were so many people using their invites? I see Penny, Evelyn, and Jack in their dates in the crowd. Oh, wow. Evelyn really went above and beyond with our clothes, didn't she? Alright, everybody. Hope you're ready. Because it's time. Oh, no. Breathe. There's no positioning rules, just alternate one couple on the right flight, one couple on the left flight. Go at the steady pace, get to the floor, and bow for the audience. This is the dress that they should have done for Ruby for Yang. For Yang in Volume 2. After that, it's done. Just remember to wait until your names are called, okay? Who's the speaker again? I don't really know. I can sort of see the stage with the music console from here. Stretch my neck a little and... What the? Ladies and gentlemen, students of the 4th grade academies, good evening. Cinder. It is finally time to raise the curtain on the grand event that is the Vital Festival. As I am sure you know, not everyone will be able to take part into the main event, the tournament. But that doesn't mean we can't have fun with the rest of it, starting with this dance tonight. It's all yours and yours only, so give yourself a round of applause. Oh gosh, I'm shuddering it's so convincing. If I didn't know any better, I would have definitely fallen for the act. And now, for the opening act. An act unique to Vale for its ties into the long history of this hall. A history of royalty, of Halcyon high society, and grand events like the periodic debutante ball. Now we kind of parted with royalty a long time ago, but still, they like to introduce themselves. I'm going to tell you who to steer clear of tonight. Anyone coming down those stairs is officially off limits, boys and girls. So watch the dresses and face and memorize the names, because here they come. I'm about to throw up. There we go. Good luck, everybody. Good luck indeed. But if I crack, this whole thing will end in tragedy. I breathe out deeply and slowly. Then I offer Ruby my arm. She keeps staring forward, but swiftly wraps her arms around mine, her hands gripping at my bicep and forearm for our safety. The people starting moving forward as Cinder calls names in couples. We advance slowly ourselves. Ruby is throwing deeply and slowly too, over and over and over. Next we have Penny Polendina and Titania Peach. Well, Penny had told me that Titania wanted to go down the stairs with Penny to impress. Aoi, Titania is a debutante. Anyway, if they wanted people to pay attention to her, mission accomplished. Damn that dress. Next couple might be the cutest duo on the list, Evelyn Demra and Janara Peach. I'm fought, because Janara certainly more than makes up for the cuteness factor. But Evelyn is Evelyn, and in an Evelyn design dress, I can see how she could make Titania's dress so efficient. Next, so many ladies tonight. Jacqueline B. Ivory and Lisa Flordalis. I guess to hide the lavender. Partner, is that a blush I see? What the hell is happening over there? Well, I guess I know a lot more about Jack's taste now. Also, seems like Miss Lavender gave a false name. Good idea, considering. Noah? Huh? What is it, Rue? Oh. It's almost our turn. Ruby's grip on my arm tightens. I raise my right hand to squeeze at hers, trying to reassure her. Ready? Depends. Do you have me? Yeah, I got you. Then yeah, I'm ready. The next couple is Noah T. Cabgeese and Ruby Rose. And a 1 and a 2 and a... She keeps looking at me. Not at her feet to watch her footing. Not at the stairs, not at the crowd of people. Ruby just keeps looking at me, focusing her face between embarrassment and apology. It's one of the most wholesome things I've ever seen, and it makes me feel special. All in all, the walk down the flight of stairs is way too short. I can't believe it. I'm alive. Socially alive. I didn't trip, didn't fall, didn't smile awkwardly or say anything embarrassing. It's a miracle. And now you're making a scene. Here, I got you something to drink. Thank you. No alcohol, right? Apparently Yang expressly made it so that alcohol has to be specifically requested. You can't just grab it at the buffet. Oh, I bet it's because of what happened at Junior's. You did prove to be quite the slippery catch. Don't treat me like some kind of eel, mister. I'm way too cute for that. That you are. So, wanna dance? Oh, no. Too soon. I need to get my bearings back. You can go talk to the others while I recharge. I'll be fine. But I don't want to leave you alone. That's sweet, but I can hear Weiss impatiently tapping her foot from way over there. I'm not going to be alone. No worries. Alright then. But I'll be back. You better. Oh, I see Penny and Titania over there. I should go. Compliment them. That was an effective entrance if I ever seen one. You don't say. And now I understand the sense of your comments about green and red. I mean, you look gorgeous on your own, but together? I didn't know Titania was such an expert in color theory. I was surprised. Color, what? No, I just like seeing these shades together and flowers and stuff, that's all. Well, you could always fake it. Yeah, I reckon I could. The mysterious, sexy, knowledgeable, silver-haired girl. Who could resist? Although, right now, I'm not really the sole center of attention as I would have liked. I've got some heavy competition. That's what you get, sharing the spotlight with Penny. But thanks. Evelyn did a great job with the clothes. As she did. But I give your father a compliment or two, too. Anyway, yes, there's Penny, but there's also the girl who's trying to get your attention. Huh? A girl? What girl? Emphasis on trying, the poor soul. Turn around, Noah. Who are you talking about? You should go to her. Thanks, Titania. Thanks, Penny. From what you told me about her, I swear that girl is like cursed to be overlooked by the people she likes. It's less overworldly intervention and more self-inflicted isolation, I fear. You mean she does it to herself? Not on purpose, but the tendency to put other people above herself and not be a bother can bring someone to rein themselves in. didn't see you in the crowd. I wasn't there. I just arrived. Thank the gods. I didn't think I could have forgiven myself over otherwise. What for? For not immediately picking you out of the crowd? Doing my hair took longer than I thought. I've never worn them like this before. It looks amazing. You are amazing. Thanks. Someone told me that since this was going to be a special occasion, I should look special. I tend to forget it, but I am a super rich sports superstar, so I can splurge out on some clothes every now and then. Got great fashion sense too. Well, I can't claim the choice as fully mine. I had help. Well, they have my thanks as well. I'll be sure to pass them along. And about them, Noah, there's something you should... I promised you the first dance, didn't I? Yes. I'm glad I wasn't too late. Oh boy. Pythia is pissed. What were you saying earlier? When the music came on, I interrupted you. You were saying that there was something I should... It can wait. The whole world can wait. Just this once. Okay. Okay, we got pink all of a sudden. I can only mean the one thing that we know. Pura too? Yeah, and I'm sorry I realized halfway through that I hadn't told you, but if you had ruined that moment you were having, I would have kicked your butt all the way to Mistral and back, mister. Heels or not. What I mean is, I thought she was, you know, completely into Jean? Yeah. So, how? It started with me and Evelyn trying to help her on that front. Then it became trying to be there for her when we hit a wall on that path. And somewhere along the way, she became sweet on you. Pretty much. She lured me in the classroom and kissed me. I can imagine your face when that happened. Although I have to ask, is there like a limited number, or... I ask because I'm the newcomer to the relationship. We never really put down those kind of rules, but I think I probably should be more careful from now on, huh? Honestly, we have no idea about each other's limits in this relationship yet, but I think it'll be a safe bet to keep the circle from getting any bigger. Right. Although I bet Penny would be okay even being in a relationship with the whole school. Do you want to kill me? Tisk. Never give up before even trying, boyfriend. I'm only human. Are you? Human enough to know that's a recipe for disaster. I'm remembering the final scene with when you dated every single girl in freaking Persona 5. The hair on my... That when you pissed everyone off. Okay, let's go here. Hiding from the paparazzi, are we? Not on purpose. Chara was just interested in the ballroom and wanted to see more of it. Oh? You like the place, Chara? It's less than I like it, more that it interests me. You know how I kept peak running all these years? When I was born, a lot of buildings were damaged or had fallen apart. I could guess what they were supposed to look like from the others, so I repaired them. But this place is completely different from anything I've ever seen. I was thinking, who knows, maybe next time I'll make something like this instead of something like that? You mean you want to go back to Peak? Eventually. Yes. Even knowing what I know, I don't feel comfortable just letting it crumble back to pieces. Especially considering it's all that's left to remember the people who lived in it by. Sorry to be totally blunt, but since when do you care? Wester must have had someone who was nice to him and gave him attention growing up, didn't he? I think so. And yet they were also killed by him. He's spoiled, ungrateful. He doesn't know what it's like having no one like that around. No one around at all. Screw him. Whatever he wants to do and whatever he likes, I'm going to do the exact opposite. Starting with making Pete big and nice. Maybe bigger and nicer. It's weird, isn't it? It's a pretty selfish reason. Maybe a bit, but I still think it's admirable, Janara. Having a goal like that is never a bad thing. I'm sure the people of Peak would be happy to know that the city they built and made thrive would continue to do so in the future. Speaking of which, we're going to have to come clean with what happened to Peak sooner or later. Yeah, but how do we explain that without explaining, everything else? Because I doubt Osmond would allow that. Since when do you care what Osmond thinks? Oh, I don't. It's just how do we get the truth out there without him being able to do anything about it? That's the question. Yeah, I mean, who would even be able to do something like that? You have Lisa Lavender on your side, and I'm pretty sure she overheard our conversation. Alright, I should probably go back to... Ow, what the hell? Who the hell goes around kicking people in the shins? Wait a minute. This technique, the angle, the shape of the shoe is definitely different, but... Oh, wow. Neo? How did you... What are you... What do you mean, wrong question? No, okay. I'm sorry. No nails. The clothes are new, and don't pull my hair. Ow. Message received. Next time I send her a message like that, I should probably just die. It would be less troublesome. Listen, I know that. I guess what I did was selfish, but I seriously right about the die back then. And despite everything, your job and my situation, I've come to care about you a whole lot, and I think you care about me too. So if something happened to me, not even giving you one last message, that would have been too cruel. I know I scared the hell out of you. I'm sorry. But hey, there's no more crisis or suicide missions or extreme dangers anywhere around me in the near future, so yeah, yay. Well, a lot more time to hang around. Speaking of which, how did you get in here? This is for students only. Yeah, alright, that wouldn't make a difference at all. The thing is, your clothes, you didn't just sneak in, did you? A lot more time to hang around? You've actually infiltrated with the transfer students? Why would you... Wait a minute. Mr. Torchwood talked about some unsavory business partners, making it clear that he was working for someone he couldn't really stand. And if Neo is here, now having infiltrated as a student, then maybe the business partners they were talking about and that they want to throw off their backs are... Ow, enough with the shins already. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just thinking. Neo, the people you and Torchwick can't stand are... What, do you mean dancing? Neo, that... I see people getting couples and... lines. Oh gods, this is one of those formal dances. What about waiting for the next song? Yeah, I guess I owe you. Sorry, Ruby. I don't think my feet will survive for further dancing. Or at least, that's what I should have been, but what? What? What is this? Neo, you can dance? Like you can actually dance? But how? Like, have you always been able to, or did you practice? Yeah, I guess that's the best answer I can hope for, isn't it? Still, color me surprised and shocked, which I guess was her aim all along, but still thank you gods my feet are spared for once. And of course she disappears before I can ask further questions, wearing that shit-eating grin. Still, that was fun, yeah, but also gave me a lot of food for thought. Noah, who was that girl? A friend. I know her from Vale, but I didn't know she was going to be here. I also didn't know she could actually dance. She usually massacres my feet. What is it? She looked like someone I've met. Actually, no. Someone me and the others ran into. Now that I think about it, Ruby and the others have been very helpful with our problems, but they're dealing with something heavy too, don't they? Do you want to talk about it? No, not today. Right now, I think I want to dance. Sure, let's go. They put on a song I like too. Yay! Oh, that's someone I didn't expect to see. Didn't pin you down as one for these kind of events. Not one for dressing up unless it's strictly necessary, but I do enjoy a good distraction, especially before a hunt. A hunt? Is that what we're going to do? We're going to be going to a specific place to target a specific room, so I say yes. Purest form of hunter work. Really? That's how the profession started. Really? I thought it would have started as a sort of protective militia. You don't need aura to put up defensive positions and use dust-based weaponry. The profession of the hunter started as a way to get the Grimm before they got to the settlements, because for all their variety and monstrousness, Grimm can't plan. They just act. A functioning brain has always been the greatest advantage we've had over everything else, be it a beast or Grimm. Grimm can't plan? What's on your mind? The thing is, you said about Grimm, the fact that they don't plan. You sure about that? Absolutely. Even if their behaviors may at times become increasingly complex, it's never because of actual consciousness. It's just a byproduct of their main instinct, which differs for each species of a Grimm. And why is that? That's advanced Grimm studies. I should give you a brief rundown if you like, but not today. Today's a distraction day. You're right. We should think about having fun, shouldn't we? Yeah. Join me for a drink? It's done. I trust no one was the wiser? No, ma'am. Very well done, Emerald. Now, let's mingle. We have a party to get back to, and our teammate has been covering for you long enough now. You keep looking at your scroll. Counting down to midnight. I'm way too curious about this thing. What are you? What are you? What goes inside an envelope as a present? Have you tried shaking it? Guess from the sound? First thing I tried, but it doesn't make any sound. From the touch, I feel like it's some kind of paper. But what could it be written on it? Well, now I'm getting curious too. But what about we distract ourselves from this mystery with some more dancing? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. And you know what? Dancing in heels isn't that bad, after all. I mean, sure, it took a little while to find a way to keep my balance, but once I found it, bam! Easy peasy. I mean, my feet are going to kill me in the morning, I already know, but at least there's no risk of any falls. Provided nothing happens to the heels themselves. Ruby! Are you okay? Ow, ow, my ankle. Ow. Looks like you twisted it. Don't try and walk on it. Here, lean on me. I knew something like this was going to happen. I would pick her up bridal style, but that would bring some attention to her. Right now, no one is really looking at us or bothering with what happened, but considering how self-conscious she was being, I don't think she would agree. I knew this was a bad idea. Never should have let this girls talk me into this. Ruby, it's alright. It was an accident. Because I treated heels like they were hiking boots. I know I ruined the shoes Weiss got me. I twisted my ankle so I can't dance anymore, and I'll have to go back to the room barefoot, so I'll ruin the stockings Blake got me too. Nonsense. I'm sure they can be repaired, and we can ask someone to grab you some sneakers or something. I wish I had drunk something. At least I could have blamed it on that. She's not even listening. Ruby, please. It's not the end of the world. No. It's what happens every time I try to act like a normal girl. Put a weapon in my hand or ask me to shoot a grim from 100 paces. I can do that. And if I put my mind to it, I can also be an egg brain. Be good at school at stuff for killing monsters. But every time I try and do something normal, I say something or do something and ruin it. Or I end up looking like a little kid. Ruby, even tonight when I absolutely didn't want it to happen, and it still did. What's wrong with me? You were that scared and insecure, and you still did it? Huh? If you were so terrified and plagued with doubts, why did you still do it? Because I wanted to do it. I wanted to do this kind of thing with you. And were you having fun? Yes, a lot. Before I screwed it up. You know, we haven't had us a slow dance yet. No. Let's go then. But what? You, me, and this beautiful music. Come on. But my shoes, You can just stand on my feet. Because that wouldn't make me look like a little kid at all. If that's all it takes for someone to think of you, Ruby Rose, as a little kid, then I don't give a damn about their opinion on anything. And neither should you. Ruby, as you said, you're a kick-ass hunter. You know weapons like a cook knows dishes. If everyone saw you coming down those stairs, they know how beautiful you are, and you lead Team Ruby. No one is going to think of you as a kid just because you broke a heel or because you're dancing on top of my feet. But most importantly, Ruby, call me old-fashioned, but I could never, ever be in love with a little kid. But I think I could fall for the beautiful, special girl who, despite all her insecurities, bit the bullet because she wanted to do something special with me. God, this video is taking a bit longer than I expected. So, think she could give me one last dance before I go grab her some shoes? Please go extra slow. We're at 40 minutes in already. Yang, I admit that was very romantic, but it's not that. I can't believe Ruby got a boyfriend before I did. Or maybe you would have too many refills if the amount of umbrellas floating in your glasses is any indication. How did you find a pair of sneakers so quickly? I know a person who happens to be your sister and had prepared for such an eventuality. Think of them as a present. You know, speaking of presents, it's finally time to open Yang's. Alright, it's way past midnight. Open it, open it, open it. Oh wow, you sound more excited than me there. Can't help it. I'm curious. So, this is... Yeah, it's thoughtful, I guess. Yeah, but we don't have to use it, you know. I know, but, what if I want to? Oh, a message from Noah. I see. Everyone, Noah said that we shouldn't be waiting for him to come back tonight. More privacy for the two of us then. Did he say why? Apparently Yang gifted Ruby a coupon for a luxury room in a love hotel in Vale. So thoughtful. What's a love hotel? Penny, you're a sweetheart, but don't you dare. It's a night of the blondes then, I guess. You promised. I know, I'm sorry. Sorry ain't gonna cut it. You had promised, you greasy liar. Liar, liar, hair on fire. Could you stop talking like that already? Oh, what's the matter, warrior princess? Your highly trained eardrums ain't too keen on the sound of your hometown's accent? I love my hometown's accent, but that's closing in on period. What? You used to talk like this. Don't remind me. You ashamed of me? No, I'm not ashamed. It's just your side of me that I prefer not to bring up with anyone, ever. That's the textbook definition of ashamed, you ungrateful. How do you think you got where you are now? Me, that's how. I know. Whenever something came that you couldn't handle, you tagged me in. I took on all the scary stuff and the hard stuff until you're strong enough to stand on your own. And what do I get in return? Not even a little recognition. No one even knows I exist. Pythia, I'm sorry. I don't want your worthless apologies, you little spineless coward. I want you to tell him the truth about you and me. I can't. I don't want him to. Why him? Because that was my first kiss, not yours. I'm tired of your scraps of pity, invincible girl. If you won't do it, I will. She can't mean... No, that's silly. Impossible. What?
Just so you know, Joe Biden is leading in the polls.
I already figured.
Yeah, Trump's 68 and Joe Biden's 77.
Again, I'm surprised that Donald Trump hasn't been shot yet. Yeah. It's all things considered.
Yeah, I'm just watching right now.
Oh yeah, this is where if I had the DLC, the Laura thing would come into play here. The R18 stuff would pop up there for Night with Ruby, but you stayed up all night, my lady? I can't help it, Emerald. When I find a good read, I can't help but turn page after page after page. And what's more interesting than the personal files of all the possible competitors in the Vital Festival? Have you found anything interesting? Well, to start with, one of our dear Jeepers has quite the hidden secret. Jeep sounds dumb, but I have to admit that Jade is a mouthful to pronounce. Moving on. There's quite the collection of eccentrics in this tournament. Plenty of people we can use. There's something particular juicy about one of the favorites for winning the overall tournament. Very, very interesting. And who would that be? Did you know that once upon a time, Pira Nikos was diagnosed with a depersonal socialization dissociative disorder? Okay, when we get that mouthful here. Depersonalization dissociative disorder. I may have gone overboard, but she was just too cute. And hey, there are worse things in the world than having to piggyback carry your girlfriend after. So, I guess Miss Lavender lives around here? Quite. You? Love Hotel. Paid for by Yang. Seriously? So, you're into older women? I don't think I'm lesbian, if that's what you're asking. But I'm trying to deny that I'm into... trying to deny that I'm into women would be pretty silly after tonight. I guess you're bi then. Best of both worlds. If I ever get with a man, I'll let you know how they compare. Anyway, you should bring Sleeping Beauty back to her room. Yeah, reckon I should. Then you better come get some shut-eye yourself, partner. It was a very nice evening. We needed to turn our brain off from everything else for one day. But tomorrow, we go to Verdunum. I know. My first step towards getting back your trust. Are we going there so that you won't get expelled and our team won't break up? Honestly, by this point, I seriously doubt there's anything that could break us up. And between Beacon and your trust, well, one is more important. Okay, I'm going to end this part here. I'm going to also take a break.